problem 3/4 times 1/2. And we're going to first show it by modeling it with boxes. So in our first part, it's 3/4. Our denominator tells us how many spaces are going to be broken, or we're going to break down this box. So because there are 4, we're going to draw 3 lines to get 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3 will give us 4 spaces. Now our numerator tells us how many boxes are going to be colored in. So our numerator is 3. So 1, 2, 3. This shows 3/4. The next box is going to represent 1/2. The denominator tells us how many spaces are going to be within the box. So there's going to be 1 line to break the box up into 2 spaces. And the numerator tells us that one part of the box will be colored in. So this shows 1/2. Now for our answer, we're going to take our box, and we're basically going to take the 2 boxes that we drew and put them on top of each other. So for the first fraction, we're going to draw the vertical lines, and there was 3 lines to break up the box into 4 spaces, and we had 3 shaded in. Our second fraction had 1 horizontal line, and it had 1 box shaded in. To get our answer, we will count the number of boxes that are shaded both with the red and the green, which is 1, 2, 3. So our numerator will be 3. And the total number of boxes within the bigger box will show us our denominator. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 is our denominator. Another way we can check our work is 3 times 1 equals 3, and 4 times 2 equals 8. So our answer is 3/8.
Dr. Parker brought her favorite class 4/5 of a cake. She gave her class 1/3 of it. What part of the 4/5 did she give her favorite class?
Okay, so we know from the problem that we started out with 4/5 of the cake, because that's what Dr. Parker brought to class. She gave us 1/3 of it. So of this, we got 1/3. Now when you see the word of, you want to think multiplication. So we're going to be multiplying these together. And we know, you know your multiplication, so 4 times 1 equals 4. 5 times 3 equals 15. So the class got 4/15 of the cake that she brought. This is as simplified as it can get, but for future reference, if there's any number other than 1 that can be divided into the numerator or denominator, you must simplify it.
Our first example is, does 1/2 divide 1/6 equal 3? So first we're going to use a pizza that's divided into 1/2. Here's 1/2 and here's another half. The next is a pizza that's divided into 6 pieces, and each piece is 1/6. So first we're going to do 1/2 divided by 1/6. When dividing fractions, we know we have to change the sign and flip the second fraction. So first we do 1/2 times, we're going to flip this one, make it 6/1, and then we're going to multiply. So now we're going to do 1 times 6 is 6, and 2 times 1 is 2. So now we have 6/2. So now we're going to divide. So we know that the numerator goes in the house, and the denominator goes outside the house. So we have 2 divided into 6, which we know goes 3 times. So our answer is 3, and we can see that one of these pieces fits 3 times into 1/2.
Patty has 15 yards of fabric. She wants to use this fabric to make as many dog sweaters as possible. Each sweater requires 1/4 of a yard of fabric. How many sweaters can Patty make?
Step 1. Write the problem. We need to write 15 as a fraction, so we will write 15 over 1 because anything over 1 is itself. So the problem is 15 over 1 divided by 1/4. Step 2. Remember, dividing fractions is as easy as pi, flip the second and multiply. Now we are going to have 15 over 1 times 4 over 1. We flip the second fraction and change the sign to multiplication because multiplication is the opposite of division. We multiply the numerators, so 15 times 4 equals 60, and multiply the denominators, so 1 times 1 equals 1. We know anything over 1 is itself, so Patty can make 60 dog sweaters.